the first in the sound audio art, I like to call it. And there'll be 12 in each category: visual, writing, movement, and sound. So today is our first sound episode, and I'm pretty excited about it. I am excited about all of it. I love playing with creativity. I love just stretching my imagination into areas I've never tried before. It is playful and joyous, and stepping into creative flow is happiness expanding for any and all of us. So today's sound episode is going to be inspired by the four seasons. And so I'm going to read uh, four prose pieces I did on the four seasons. And then Bodhi is going to take some sounds, some uh, seasonal sounds, and layer it. And he's going to show you how he does that. So today we're going to share the creative part and the technical part with you. So we're going to be adding layers from the prose to the ambient sounds of the seasons to instruments and different sounds. I call it audio art, so I don't have to follow anything but my own instincts and not have the expectation that it's going to be music. I do not consider myself a musician. I have played bamboo flute as a meditation. I never play the same thing twice. I don't really play tunes. I respect and admire people who do that and read music and compose things. It's not my way. What I love to do is just play with the sounds. Yes, I heard the Tibetan bell. Okay. So the first season is that I'm going to start with winter, and that's why I'm wearing the winter kimono. And if you've watched any of my creativity show episodes, you know that I love to intertwine the arts. So the visual arts. So winter for me is represented with silver and white and crane, and the primary color is blue. The direction is north. The element is air. So I like to play with, explore, experiment with how interconnected everything is. Us with nature, we are part of nature, and nature in all its aspects, and everything in the universe is connected. And that's the underlying theme, and why I call this piece that I'm doing the essence of everything. I've done the 4-season scroll paintings that are going to be, by the end of these 52 episodes, floor to ceiling, painted in front of you for the set. And then the prose will become spoken word, sound, possibly turn into what some people might think of as music. And so it will be visual, writing, word, sound, and movement. The last piece will be choreographed based on, spontaneously, the sound and visual set that is created. So we're going to start with winter. I'm going to read the prose piece in the winter kimono, and then Bodhi is going to show you how he adds the ambient sound to it. And then we'll start layering up, experimenting, just having fun, not having rehearsed this. We're just exploring with you which is what I like to encourage others to do. So let me take a moment.
One second, let me, gotta do a setup thing here. Okay, you can begin recording whenever you're ready.
All right. Winter, reflectant, silver blue air, northern cranes, luminous stillness, murmuring mountains, midnight contemplations, white weight, boughs branch, unsheltered bitter peaks expose frozen power, imagining what will emerge in spring.
Okay, and it's going to take me a moment here to get that saved and put onto the timeline.
I'll show off the crane rope. So as Bodhi's putting this on the timeline, I'm going to share with you how that's done and layering it with the winter ambient sounds and then whatever we choose to add to it. I'm going to switch into the spring kimono when he tells me he's ready for that. And then he's going to be on the screen showing you the technical part of this. So it's the art and it's how we share it. So the creativity and the connection. So I'm so grateful that Bodhi is technically adept. His texpertise, as Meg said, I love that word. And we are a good combination, different skill sets. Are you ready?
They're not going to be able to hear me, but I am exporting the audio right now.
So they can still hear me.
Yep.
So while he's exporting the audio right now, can they see you doing that?
So here is the winter timeline without your words. Can you hear it?
No. Sounds like I hear that music you've used before, but in the background.
Okay, yes, I do have that music in the background. I'll turn that off. Okay, so tell them I'm figuring out the audio.
He's figuring out how to put the poem that.
All right, you should be able to hear that from the laptop.
Yes, I can hear that. It sounds like I'm hearing it from the office though, but behind me, but maybe it's coming from the laptop. Okay, so now I'm going to switch into spring and they can't hear you talking about it.
1 second. Let me listen to it on my phone and make sure it's working. Okay, it is in fact working. So you want me to put your voice over it now?
The poem, yes.
Yes. All right. So they're seeing that on the screen. I'm now putting your voice track with these other audio tracks.
And can they hear you talking about that?
They do. No, they don't hear me. I don't have a microphone in here for me.
Can I give you this mic?
You can.
And then you can explain what you're doing.
Sure. All righty. From to me. So you can see here, this thing, crane audio. And wind storm, and that's this clip down here. Okay, that's what for winter. on the cranes. Let's make it sound like a pretty far away from to see. That help. Under these other one momento.
Winter, reflectant, silver blue air, northern cranes.
From the microphone.
Winter, reflectant, silver blue air, northern cranes, luminous stillness, murmuring mountains, midnight contemplations, white weight, boughs branch, unsheltered bitter peaks expose frozen power, imagining what will emerge in spring. And the end could go up a bit.
Okay.
So we're going to add, hearing that, I've asked him to turn up the cranes and the wind, and now we're going to add some other elements to it from this boom mic here. Will they hear this wind chime? Will the mic hear this?
I bet it will. The closer you get the mic to it, the more you're going to pick it up.
Well, I've got my lapel mic on. Should I bring the boom mic closer?
You should bring the shotgun mic to whatever you want to record.
That's about as close as I can get it.
That's as close as you need it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Great. All right, I stopped recording.
Okay, so then you can layer that in with the cranes, the wind, and the poem.
Yes. Are you hearing me through the laptop? Are you hearing me through the laptop?
I'm hearing it through the laptop, yes.
Good, I figured out how to get my voice through the laptop so they can hear me too.
Excellent. Okay.
All right, I'm going to get that wind chime audio onto the timeline in 1 moment. All right. So you want the wind chime over your poem?
Yes, I want the words to be able to be understood, but so you'll have to figure the balance.
Let's try this. Tell me how it sounds.
Winter, reflectant, silver blue air, northern cranes, luminous stillness, murmuring mountains, midnight contemplations, white weight boughs branch, unsheltered bitter peaks expose frozen power, imagining what will emerge in spring.
How do you like that?
That was pretty sweet. Let's move on to spring, and this is like art is a process. The more we enjoy the process, the better we can get at doing the art. And we're of course doing this for the first time, so it's fun, and that's what I strive for always in art, is to always try something new, keep expanding and exploring. So let's move on to spring. I've got the spring kimono on.
Okay. Joni B on YouTube. Very cool concept.
Thank you, Joni. Hopefully it inspires you to write your song, and Mike to get on the guitar. And I like to um, be an example that we don't have to be good at being anything but ourselves. We don't have to be like anyone else. And in fact, we can't be. So the more we just do what inspires us, what is fun for us, keep learning, keep trying things, keep playing, the more creative flow we step into, the happier and healthier. So that's what I love to share and be an example of. I'm, love to interweave the art. So here's the spring kimono, which is bronze and flowers and fish and water and green, and the element being water, the metal being bronze, the primary color being green,
Do we want
flowers,
to hear
irises.
the spring sounds and then you do your recording?
You had an echo, so I didn't quite. I'm ready to record the poem.
Okay. Ready when you are.
All right, here we go for spring. Spring emerging, bronze water, western salmon, renewal of greens, wild iris appearance, bursting dawn dances, sparkling light excitement, spectrum of vibrating stars, ebullient ebbing and flowing, enthusiastic rivers rushing, new life toward summer.
All right, I'm going to export the audio.
Can they hear you without the mic?
If I turn my mic on, yes, they can.
So I don't have to walk back and forth with the mic?
Correct.
All right, so go for that with the spring ambient sounds.
All right, we're going to take this. Here's the spring ambient sounds. Very cozy. Now let's take this spring poem and put it on the timeline. Let's cut off the front where she was getting ready. And let's turn it up, not too high.
Spring emerging, bronze water, western salmon, renewal of greens, wild iris appearance, bursting dawn dances, sparkling light excitement, spectrum of vibrating stars, ebullient ebbing and flowing, enthusiastic rivers rushing, new life toward summer.
All right, very good. How was that?
Okay,
How was that?
that sounded pretty darn good. Let's add another layer of sound. Let me decide which I want. I think I want this. Are you ready?
I'm ready to record when you are.
Okay, I'm ready.
Recording. Cut. All right. I will save this audio, export it. Blah, blah, blah. What do you call those? Spring rattling instrument? Spring shaker?
I kind of thought of it as rain, but rain rattles.
Okay. Let's take that and put it on the timeline. It's not quite as long as the poem, so we'll duplicate it. And let's cut off the beginning because I probably was talking. Let's fade it in and out. I can see the red on the timeline means that this audio clipped a little bit. It was very close to the mic, so I'm going to bring the volume level down quite a bit. And then let's really fade them together because we've duplicated it. So I've got these little faders on the side so they will fade in and out, hopefully seamlessly. Let's hear it.
Spring emerging, bronze water, western salmon, renewal of greens, wild iris appearance, bursting dawn dances, sparkling light excitement, spectrum of vibrating stars, ebullient ebbing and flowing, enthusiastic rivers rushing, new life toward summer.
Okay, how did that sound?
I like it. I like it. So let us move on to summer. Now, of course, we can just keep layering and keep sound designing and engineering as much as we want. But I like to be very spontaneous. I like to be very just accept what comes out natural. So we're going to leave those alone for now and move on to summer. Are we ready? Here's
Ready to record when you are.
Summer kimono, grasses and dragonflies, gold. Okay. Summer, restoring golden earth, dragonfly of the south, swaying field, yellow song, land caressing bright music, slow sun waving grasses, soothing bright midday, nurturing lazy repose, soft swaying breeze, blowing toward autumn flames.
Okay, exporting that sound now. That was autumn poem or summer poem?
That was summer.
Okay.
So now you're going to show you doing it.
Right. So here we are. Here's the timeline. Let's listen to the summer sounds. pretty cool. Let's bring the summer poem into the timeline.
Hey.
All right, and this is where she started, so let's cut off that beginning part. And again, let's fade in at the beginning of her poem and fade out at the end. And we can see by the waveforms here that her poem is not as loud as the yellow-rumped kakak birds in the Amazonian forest. Kakike? I don't know how to pronounce that. So let's bring her volume up, and let's bring it up to where it just starts to be yellow, which means that it's getting loud. The software can tell, but it's not in the red, so it's not clipping, and it doesn't sound distorted and bad. Let's bring down the background sounds to -11 decibels and see how that sounds.
Summer, restoring golden earth, dragonfly of the south, swaying field, yellow song, land caressing bright music, slow sun waving grasses, soothing bright midday, nurturing lazy repose, soft swaying breeze, blowing toward autumn flames.
All right, cool.
All right, so we're going to add another little layer to summer. Let me know when you're ready.
Recording. Cut. And now I am exporting that audio. What do we call those? Summer sticks?
That'll work.
Instrument. It's important to name things what they are. What you feel will help you find it later. Who knows when you'll be looking for Summer Sticks instrument. But when you do, you'll find it. Okay, so I've put it on the timeline, and I forgot to show it again because I am editor and video DJ, video jockey at the same time. Here we go. We have put the sticks on the timeline here, and you can see they clipped a little bit. That's what this red signifies. Let me zoom in. And we don't really want that. Plus, we want her voice to be the most prominent layer in this soundscape. So let's bring those down. And you can see the height of a waveform is directly corollary to how loud it is. It's a visual representation of volume. That's very helpful. So here we go.
Summer, restoring golden earth, dragonfly of the south, swaying field, yellow song, land caressing bright music.
Let's bring it up a little bit. I can tell I can barely hear it. So one thing we can do is add a keyframe here, telling it we want it to be at -16 decibels. And then here, let's change it to -8 decibels. So it's going to slowly ramp up over time and become more audible.
Summer, restoring golden earth, dragonfly of the south, swaying field, yellow song, land caressing bright music, slow sun, waving grasses, soothing, bright midday, nurturing, lazy repose, soft, swaying breeze, blowing toward autumn flames.
What do you think?
I thought it sounded like clicking insects, so I like it. And let's keep going and let's do our 4th season, autumn. See what that sounds like. You ready?
So let me open up the autumn timeline, and what we've got here is like a 25-minute, what is this? Thunder rolling in the distance. Now I am ready to record your poem whenever you are.
Okay, here we go. Autumn, transform, copper fire, eastern deer, fall leaves burst red, lightning ignites purifying fire, life begins again from the ashes, transforming flames spark ideas, illuminating color floats to earth, furious falling wind gusts, burning clears path to winter retreat.
Okay, I will export the autumn poem. Autumn poem. Now let's bring Final Cut Pro to the big screen. Now let's put that autumn poem on the timeline, and you can see just how much shorter it is than our 20-minute audio clip. So let's zoom way in. Let's delete the beginning part of that recording because it's not the poem. Let's fade in, and let's fade out at the end here. Look at our waveforms. The thunder's pretty loud, but let's try it out. Let's bring up her volume a little bit and see how we feel.
Autumn, transform, copper fire, eastern deer, fall leaves burst red, lightning ignites purifying fire, life begins again from the ashes, transforming flames spark ideas, illuminating color floats to earth, furious falling wind gusts, burning clears path to winter retreat.
Well, that's really cool. The lightning, which you can see in this waveform right here, this peak,
Lightning,
happened right when she said lightning.
lightning ignite.
It's obviously thunder, but that was pretty cool. So we can, I bet that this is going to be thunder too. Let's listen to this real quick. So my original thought was maybe we should start it with the thunder and then have her poem start, but it was really evocative the way it just happened to have the rolling thunder at the moment you said lightning. What do you think?
I liked it.
Very cool.
And so we're going to give it one more little layer when you're ready.
I am ready to record.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, I'll export that. I could see that that one was pretty loud in the mic just because of how close that was. But let's see how it actually ends up sounding. So we're going to call that Autumn Shaker Instrument. And then let me open up that. And here we go. Let's bring Autumn Shaker. That's almost as long as her poem. Let's fade it in. Let's have it, I guess, start right at the beginning. And you can see by this red here how loud that was. So let's bring that down. And you can see it's really got a flat line at the top because it can't record the audio any louder than that. So that's when we start to lose some audio information. But let's see if it sounds okay. Gonna press play here. Bear with me. Got a spinning wheel. Sometimes it gets a little laggy.
Autumn, transform, copper fire, eastern deer, fall leaves burst red, lightning ignites purifying fire, life begins again from the ashes, transforming flames spark ideas, illuminating color floats to earth, furious falling wind gusts, burning clears path to winter retreat.
Cool.
All right. So now maybe we will start in the beginning. I did this prose so that each season goes into the next season, so they go in a continuous. So we'll start again with winter, and I'll add a little flute. But can I hear it to play with it? Is that possible?
Sure. We can try.
That's what we're doing. We're trying things. So if I can hear it, then I can play to what we've already composed.
You certainly can. So let me bring up.
And I should direct it toward this mic.
Correct.
About this distance.
Well, yeah.
We don't want it to overpower the words. I would like them to be clear,
Okay.
but we'd like it to blend with the sound. So am I going to hear it?
All right. So I will start the winter thing. I'm going to start recording, and then I'll press play so you can hear and play along.
Okay, I'm going to close the office door because I hear an echo.
Woo, 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 echo, 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 echo.
All right.
How about now? No, 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 no.
Oh, that's funny.
How about now? No, 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 no.
Okay.
All right, great. Now I can't hear you, so we're working on. We're working. I can kind of hear you. All right, so give me a thumbs up if you are ready for me to press play and start recording.
Autumn, transform, copper fire, eastern deer, fall leaves burst red, lightning ignites purifying fire. I'd like to start with winter. Copper fire, eastern deer, fall.
I tried. Yeah.
That's all right.
Gotcha.
So should I leave this open so you can hear me?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
All right, we're on winter. Winter. All right,
We're gonna
thumbs up when you're ready.
winter, reflectant, silver blue air, northern cranes, luminous stillness, murmuring mountains, midnight contemplations, white weight, boughs branch, unsheltered bitter peaks expose frozen power, imagining what will emerge in spring.
Okay, I stopped the recording. Let's pause here. Let's export the flute audio. So we're going to call that live flute winter. Now let's bring that onto the timeline, everybody. Let's make Final Cut Pro bigger so you can all see that. Live flute. Let's pop that right on the timeline. Zoom in a bit. So this is the meat of the recording. Let's have it fade in and fade out. And here's her poem. And let's see how it sounds without reducing or raising the volume of the flute.
Winter, reflectant, silver blue air, northern cranes, luminous stillness, murmuring mountains, midnight contemplations, white weight boughs branch, unsheltered bitter peaks expose frozen power, imagining what will emerge in spring. Um, uh, Dandy, let's try spring now. And if you could give me like a countdown so I know when it's going to start.
Sure, I will count you in. We are now on the spring timeline. Give me a thumbs up when you are ready to record and listen.
If you're ready, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm going to start it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spring emerging, bronze water, western salmon, renewal of greens, wild iris appearance, bursting dawn dances, sparkling light excitement, spectrum of vibrating stars, ebullient ebbing and flowing, enthusiastic rivers rushing, new life toward summer.
Cut. All right, I am exporting that audio. Flute, spring. Let's bring it onto the timeline. Cooperate. There we go. So let's zoom in on the important section here. Let's delete all this extra ambient birds. We don't need that. In fact, we want it to just fade out after the end of her poem. So that'll do. Let me zoom in on the timeline. And let's cut the beginning of the dead space on the flute here. Let's have it fade in.
cut the dead space on the end, have it fade out from the very moment her poem ends right here. I can see that it's pretty loud compared to her voice, so let's just bring it down a little bit. -3 decibels. Let's try it out.
Spring emerging, bronze water, western salmon, renewal of greens, wild iris appearance, bursting dawn dances, sparkling light excitement, spectrum of vibrating stars, ebullient ebbing and flowing, enthusiastic rivers rushing, new life toward summer.
Boom.
All right. Let's move on to summer.
Opening up the summer timeline, let's delete the extra ambient sounds so it ends appropriately, just like we did before. We'll have it really fade out right after her poem ends. Same with the rattling sound. Okay, give me a thumbs up when you are ready to listen to summer and record. Okay, we will begin in 5, 4, 3.
Summer, restoring golden earth, dragonfly of the south, swaying field, yellow song, land caressing bright music, slow sun, waving grasses, soothing bright midday, nurturing lazy repose, soft swaying breeze, blowing toward autumn flames.
Cut. All right, I will export Summer Flute. Let's bring it onto the timeline. Have it fade out. And let's bring it down to -3 or 4 decibels. Looks about right.
Summer, restoring golden earth, dragonfly of the south, swaying field, yellow song, land caressing bright music, slow sun, waving grasses, soothing bright midday, nurturing lazy repose, soft swaying breeze, blowing toward autumn flames.
And what do you think?
I'm enjoying the process, and when I or anybody steps into creative flow, we step out of the critical mind. So I'm just enjoying the process, and later I might listen to it and say, "Ooh, it needs this, that didn't work, that should be different." But right now I'm just enjoying the process. So I heard the Tibetan bell.
Joni B on YouTube said, "Beautiful heart."
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, you know, I once asked some people that had come across me playing the flute, and well, they said, "Oh, that's beautiful music." And I said, "Is it music if there's no actual tune or melody?" And they said, "Music is whatever moves you." So it moved me, so it's music. So I like that. That'll work. All right, let's go for autumn, and then we'll put them together and listen to them perhaps from beginning to end, and see if we can hear what needs to happen, if anything, next.
Fantastic.
All right. I'm ready whenever you are. You can count me down.
Understood. Five, four, three, two.
Autumn, transform, copper fire, eastern deer, fall leaves burst red, lightning ignites purifying fire, life begins again from the ashes, transforming flames spark ideas, illuminating color floats to earth, furious falling wind gusts, burning clears path to winter retreat.
All right, Cut-a-rooney. Let me edit some of this ambient sound off of the end here, so it fades out after your poem. Let's export this flute. Autumn. Autumnal flute. Let's bring it onto the timeline. Cut off the first 5 seconds. Fade in. Cut off the dead space at the end. Fade out. And bring it down to, I'd say, -7 decibels. Let's try it out.
Autumn, transform, copper fire, eastern deer, fall leaves burst red, lightning ignites purifying fire, life begins again from the ashes, transforming flames spark ideas, illuminating color floats to earth, furious falling wind gusts, burning clears path to winter retreat. Yes, and start with winter. And while you're doing that, I will talk a little bit about one of the things I love doing is always exploring new things, and it really helps us stay out of the critical mind because we haven't done it before. So it's unreasonable and unfair to expect us to be good, excellent, perfect, which never happens no matter how much we practice anyway, because we're human. And so I love trying new things and giving myself the freedom and the breadth and depth to just experiment and not judge it, just feel it. One of my, I think it's interesting in life, we might call them idiosyncrasies. In art, we call it creativity. So one of my things is I like poems to make beautiful shapes. So do I need to get closer to the camera to show that? So I like the beautiful shapes that words can make. So for me, it's not just about what they say, how they sound, but it's also how they look. And they all, the pleasing shapes are important to me. So, and I have a collection I call working title. What do I call them? Poetic potions, potions of poetic Pros. They all seem to be shapes that could be little perfume bottles or urns or whatever. Okay, so are we ready to listen to all four in a line?
One moment.
Yes, we are. Let me bring up Final Cut and show you what we're doing here to get them to overlap. We've got winter, spring, summer, autumn.
Oh, we're almost an hour, so maybe we'll save it for how long is it? We can go.
It's
If
really
they,
up to you.
yeah, if there's
It's 2
if they're
minutes
in a
and
line,
38 seconds.
all four?
Correct.
Wow. Okay. We can do that.
Yes, we can. So, oops. All right, so I'm trying to get them to overlap as much as I can, which sometimes is a little confusing to figure out. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm kind of putting, yeah, this
Well,
is the, what?
I'm going to say a little something while you're working that out,
Cool.
which is within this hour, it's going to be an hour and a couple minutes. We have recorded these four poems. We've recorded and added, well, the ambient sounds Bodhi added on the timeline while sharing that with you. Then we added another layer of kind of percussion sounds, and he added that to the mix. And then I added flute to the mix on all four pieces, and doing it for the first time and working together all within an hour. So we sometimes have a misconception that we don't have time for creativity in our life, which is another reason that I'm doing 52 episodes and I'm doing most of the live streams an hour. So with 1 hour a week, the idea is that these live streams can turn into just ideas, suggestions. I can be a guide in all these different creative expressions, and we can experience how quickly we can have some creative fun in our life, some imagination increasing, confidence increasing, courage increasing, our ability to express creatively and share it. So just an hour a week, and there you go. So that's kind of the concept, is just try things, see what feels good, what's enjoyable. And I find any creative expression is enjoyable. So, all right, so shall we listen?
Sure. Let's get it going. And real quick, before we play all four of these together, just a quick reminder, you can subscribe to her YouTube channel, The Creativity Show. You can find her work on patreon.com/Clare Cooley, or you can scan this QR code. That is a great way to support her work and show your love. You get access to all of her stencil SVGs, and a whole bunch more cool stuff is coming out. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't remind you guys that her book is amazing, and you can get the ebook, the color book, or the black and white book. It's Incandescence, Rising Above Darkness. You can just type in Clare Cooley on Amazon and find it in all those different formats. It's amazing. And I adapted it into a pilot episode screenplay and a TV show pitch, and those are up for awards this year at Catalyst. And I did that because I think the story is an amazing story of a person who used their adversity and to their advantage and became a creative genius. Someone who the pressure of life turned them into a diamond. So definitely check out the book. The co-founder of Sundance calls it an instant classic.
Well, thank you, Bodhi, and Bodhi helped me turn it into a book that is ebook or print, and there's 68 pieces of my art in it because creativity saved me, was a safe place through the storms of life. So, and he mentioned there's 18 flowers up on my Patreon membership. This is got maple leaves and deer, but all of these kimonos were done with stencils, which is what I'm sharing for no extra fee for any Patreon member. So there's 18 flowers up there that you can download and do anything you'd like with them. And thank you, Joni, for showing me the rose on your guitar case and the calla leaves on your cake. I love to see what other people do with the designs. So thank you for all that, Bo. And let's, oh, there's the cake. Nice. Nice. That looks
Alrighty,
good.
you want to wrap it up with the culmination of this awesome work?
Yeah,
you've
let's
done?
listen to the Four Seasons in less than a minute.
All right, I'm going to press play on that in a second here. Here we go.
Winter, reflectant, silver blue air, northern cranes, luminous stillness, murmuring mountains, midnight contemplations, white weight boughs branch, unsheltered bitter peaks expose frozen power, imagining what will emerge in spring. Spring emerging, bronze water, western salmon, renewal of greens, wild iris appearance, bursting dawn dances, sparkling light excitement, spectrum of vibrating stars, ebullient ebbing and flowing, enthusiastic rivers rushing, new life toward summer. Summer, restoring golden earth, dragonfly of the south, swaying field yellow song, land caressing bright music, slow sun waving grasses, soothing bright midday, nurturing lazy repose, soft swaying breeze, blowing toward autumn flames. Autumn, transform, copper fire, eastern deer, fall leaves burst red, lightning ignites purifying fire, life begins again from the ashes, transforming flames spark ideas, illuminating color floats to earth, furious falling wind gusts, burning clears path to winter retreat.
There you go. Wow. Wonderful.
Okay. Well, that is a very affirming for me that we can do that in an hour. I wrote the prose beforehand and selected some ambient sounds, but the rest of it was done right here within this hour. So it's an example when we just let ourselves flow and don't be overly critical and don't let the doubt voices that the world is full of. So I like to say to them, I'm playing now. I'm enjoying my own imagination and the process of creating. So there's no place for you here. Please go. Please be quiet. And if it comes back again, which doubt will be persistent in coming back again, I say get the F out. And I'm playing. I'm having fun. And if you want to have fun with me, you can join me, but don't try to bring me down. And we have to say that in our hearts to ourselves, to the voices that will, fear tries to control and love support. So open up to the love and let the fear find its own way. We can't help everyone, as Buddha said, I can't help you, you're confused. So let the fear-based controllers fade away and let those who can appreciate us in close and collaborate with them and make the world a more beautiful place. So thank you for being here, and see you on Monday. Monday will be a visual art day. So come see what we do in fear-free creativity, and please tell a friend or two or all of them. And we're building this organically, word of mouth. We're letting people feel it and share it if it helps them, and they enjoy it. Hopefully they'll share it with others, and that's the way it should be in the world, is that we help each other. So let's spread the creative love, and let's collaborate and make it a more peaceful place. Let's spread peace instead of conflict. All right. Thank you, Bo, for all your help. That was fun.
My
And
pleasure.
and we will see you guys Monday at noon Central Time, every Monday, every Thursday, noon Central Time.